Man Cave. Yeah. Everyone, welcome to the Man Cave Show. It's me and Thomas, I promise if you ain't already know. You can check us out Fridays. Here we go.
Hello, I am Thomas Parnell.
And I'm Terrence Foster.
And welcome inside the Man Cave. Mark Steinberg, which is Tiger Woods' agent, told Bob Harig of ESPN.com that he absolutely expects his client back on the golf course this year, but also added that there is no timetable for Woods to do so. Tiger Woods has not played since his September 16th procedure. That procedure was his second microdissectomy surgery on his back within the last 18 months. In college hoops, freshman stars Ben Simmons and Brandon Ingram from Duke and LSU, respectively, have declared for the NBA draft. Currently, they are projected as the top two picks of the draft. College basketball and draft experts have mixed emotions, as some have Simmons going number one overall and others have Ingram going number one. This comes after a college basketball season that Ben Simmons clearly led the way as the unanimous number one selection until a strong second half performance displayed by Brandon Ingram. Both players have star potential on the NBA level.
Valparaiso's Bryce Drew has agreed to become the next coach at Vanderbilt, a source confirmed to CBS Sports. Moreover, it has been reported that the deal should be finalized within the next 24 to 48 hours. Drew has been Valpo's coach the past 5 years. He has been victorious in 4 Horizon League regular season titles and 4 Horizon Tournament championships. Previously declining numerous big offers, sources told CBS Sports last week that Vanderbilt intrigued Drew for a variety of reasons. Among them, because it's a private school with a niche in Power 5 league.
Back to college hoops. The Villanova Wildcats defeated the Oklahoma Sooners 94-41. That win is the largest margin of victory ever in a Final Four game. The Wildcats had 6 players score in double figures and held College Player of the Year Buddy Hield to only 9 points. The North Carolina Tar Heels handled Syracuse 83-66 to advance their way into the national championship game against the Villanova Wildcats. The Tar Heels entered the championship game as 2-point favorites. In one of the most exciting NCAA championship games in the history of the tournament, the Villanova Wildcats defeated the North Carolina Tar Heels on a 3-point buzzer beater. Carolina's Marcus Paige tied the game up at 74-all with a 3 of his own with 4 seconds left before Jenkins ran down to the opposing side of the court to receive an assist from teammate Ryan Arcidiacono. Terrence, what is your take on this game?
Well, I have to say well played by both teams. Better for Villanova and well shot. I have some numbers for you. So Villanova shot 58% from the field, period. That's what they've been averaging, which is a good average for the both halves, and 57% from the three-point line. North Carolina shot 43% from the field, but 65% from the three-point. North Carolina couldn't take the defensive shifting that took place in the second half, basically, and which is what led to the assist from Ryan and the three-point heartbreaking, devastating buzzer beater for the Tar Heel fans out there.
So there's 2 things that happened. There's what happened to this game, and then there's what happened to me as
After
a
the
fan
game.
watching this game. So the first half, I was impressed with what the Tar Heels did.
Definitely.
Even though Bryce Johnson and Kennedy Meeks couldn't get to the game because of the defensive pressure that Villanova put on them, they were fronting in the post, so it's forcing the point guards to run the show. And Britt did that well. He had 15 points in the first half. The threes were going down from Britt. Page hit a couple threes. Johnson hit a couple threes. I mean, they were playing really well in that first half. Second half was an entirely different ball game. They took Britt completely out, and they continued to limit what Bryce Johnson could do. Mm-hmm. And then the shots started falling for Chris Jenkins and those boys. So then in those last couple seconds, I must admit, I feel like it's my fault that they lost.
Because of what you said prior?
Because it came to a point with about 4 minutes left where I gave up. I thought that we were going to lose. The Villanova Wildcats were hitting too many threes. So I must admit, I went to the kitchen. I started to wash the dishes. Mm-hmm. We started hitting threes. I thought we were going to come back. So I remained washing the dishes because I felt like I was a jinx. I was helping us do good. Marcus Paige hits that 3. I think, okay, it's going to overtime. I go to the bathroom, stop washing dishes, come back and watch the game. and then Chris Jenkins hits the three. So I felt like if I would have remained in the kitchen washing the dishes,
we would
then
have
happened.
been
So
champions.
sorry to all my Carolina fans, but it was a great game for Villanova. Amazing game. They deserved it. But that's it for that. Let's talk about something that's less painful in the second half. So we're going to take a break right here, and Terrence is going to lead us in the second half with some NBA action. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of the Man Cave. In NBA, Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson highlight the 2016 Hall of Fame class. Shaq has won 4 NBA championships, an NBA MVP award, and is the league's top 10 when it comes to career scoring. Allen Iverson has won 4 scoring titles and was the league's MVP in 2001, not to mention his 48-point performance in the finals against the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations to all inductees. We look forward to seeing who enters in the years to come.
All right, so 6-time NBA champion Scottie Pippen has some comments to say about the best team in NBA right now when asked. So the interviewer asked, how would the Warriors fare against the 95-96 Bulls? And his response was, he took a slight pause and said 4-0. And on top of that 4-0, he was saying how Michael Jordan would be guarding Klay Thompson for majority of the game, and with his length and linkiness, he would be shutting down Steph Curry. He would be happy if he held him to 20 points. How do you feel about that?
I definitely don't think they would win 4-0, and I definitely don't think they're going to hold Steph Curry to 20 points. Scottie Pippen comes across, because he's won several NBA titles with the Bulls and with Michael Jordan. He's a very, I'm not going to say cocky, but he's a very arrogant individual.
Confident.
So you as a very confident person, so you ask Michael Jordan would probably tell you the same thing. Now, what really would happen is entirely
it's a different story.
It's entirely different, but they have that attitude, that swagger, where they think they can just beat and do whatever they want to anybody because
of what they accomplished.
Because of what they accomplished in that time frame. But there's so many levels and dynamics to this. Are we playing in 95, 96? Are we playing
now,
in 2015?
new rules.
If we're playing in 2000, if we're playing in 95, 96, it's possible they would still win that series because the game's going to slow down. It's going to be a lot more physical to where now the game is catered to more shooting. So if you put Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman, and Ron Harper, and all those boys on the court now, I don't know if they could keep up with how fast-paced the game is, because you got Michael Jordan guarding Klay Thompson, Scottie Pippen guarding Steph Curry. So the energy that they're going to have to put forward to chasing them around the defensive end is now going to take away from what they do in the offensive end. So for him to say that, it's a little irresponsible, because those are two dynamic shooters, arguably the top 2 shooters.
Yeah, one of the best backcourts to be seen.
Ever seen. So I could make the argument that in this generation right now, the Golden State Warriors could beat them, but I would still just give the nod to the Bulls to win that game. But I definitely don't think that it would come with Steph Curry only having less than 20 points, and I definitely don't think they would sweep them.
All right. Friday night, April 1st, the Golden State Warriors get their 54-game home win streak snapped by the Boston Celtics. If I didn't watch the game and Thomas told me the Warriors lost at home, I would have thought it was an April Fool's joke. But seriously, what did you think the most pivotal moment of the game was?
The most pivotal moment, in my estimation, was a play where it looked like Golden State had a turnover and they're easily about to make the game 99-98. It's 99-96 at that point. Brandon Rush has the ball and he is about to go up for either a layup or a dunk. I can't tell. He just loses it. I guess he heard Avery Bradley's footsteps and he just loses the ball. He loses the ball. Avery Bradley gets it and throws it all the way back down court, and Isaiah Thomas makes a layup. And now instead of it being 99-98 with you having the momentum, it's now 101-96. And I think at that point, with those 3 minutes left, it just was too much for them to tie and then come back from that point.
Yeah. Isaiah Thomas having 22 in the second half. He didn't score in the first half, which was a career low, but he was able to make up for it, basically controlling the game in the second half by himself, and it was very impressive. We've praised Isaiah Thomas on this show before, from his accomplishments and whatnot, it was just real good to see that. And hopefully the Celtics will take this win, not get too big-headed because it was the Golden State Warriors and they beat the home win streak and all that. But hopefully they take this in pride and improve when it comes to the finals, or not the finals, but when it comes to the postseason.
The Celtics are a dangerous team, man.
The Warriors' record is currently 69-8, and they only need to win 4 of their final 5 to make history. Last week on the show, I gave my prediction that the Golden State Warriors will go 74-8. Thomas, what is your prediction?
73-9. I think they'll lose at San Antonio. I don't see Minnesota beating them tonight. I don't see Memphis beating them either in Memphis and definitely not in Golden State. I think San Antonio's going to get that win in San Antonio. Who knows if Pop will rest his players or not? He could.
You know, he's good.
He's
for
highly
doing that.
capable of doing it.
Yeah.
But I just think that San Antonio is going to continue to. It's going to go undefeated at home, which they are now. I just going to continue that out. So 73-9, Warriors break the record.
Moment of recognition. Klay Thompson. If you don't know who that is, he's a superstar shooting guard for the Golden State Warriors. One of his most notable accolades, along with achieving a championship ring last season, is setting an NBA record for most points in a quarter with 37. More recently, he was displaying some March Madness of his own, leading all players with 79 three-pointers. This is the second month this season Klay has led in that category, totaling 51 in December. As part of the audience, it's always exciting to see players displaying such a high caliber of play. King James scoring 31 points, tallying 12 assists, and grabbing 8 boards as his team cools down the current 6th seed Charlotte Hornets. LeBron James is named Eastern Conference Player of the Week. This is the second consecutive week he has been awarded this title, an NBA record 53rd time of career. In the last 3 games LeBron James played in, he's averaging a near triple-double. Incredible. 28 points on 58% shooting, 9 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals per game. This is a 12-time All-Star player in the league, and he's averaging 20 points, 10 assists, while shooting 50% or better. He's making history.
Wow. 2 great moments of recognition. Anything else to add, Terrence?
Nope, that'll be it.
Well, that's it from this episode of The Man Cave. I am Thomas Parnell.
And I'm Terrence Foster.
And we'll see you back next week.